Welcome to What's on Your Mind, the uplifting podcast that kickstarts your weekend. This is where the real conversation is taking place. My name is Olive, and with me in the studio is...
My name is the award-winning DJ Val. From inspiring stories to bold discussions, we bring you faith, fun, and a fresh take on life as well. Every Saturday at 9 a.m. So how have you been, the real deal, Olive?
Good. How are you all? Bonjour.
Ça va?
Bonsoir. Ça va très bien.
Origato.
No, that's not...
Origato is, well, origato. That's thank you, I think. Origato. Oh, origato.
Konnichiwa. It's konnichiwa.
Origato. Konnichiwa is hello.
That's it. Konnichiwa.
Origato.
Bonjour. Shalom.
Tutu ben.
Yes, all of it. Ciao. How have you all been? Missed you last week. I saw some of you on the live chat. Thank you. How have you all been? How have you been, DJ Val?
I've been superb, actually.
Have you?
I have some really great news.
You want to give your great news now?
Nope, I'm going to wait.
Don't tease us with it.
That's the whole point. You're going to have to wait towards the end of the show.
He's got great news. We've got new gadgets in the studio as usual.
News.
I've got a teleprompter now that will help me so I can keep my eyes on the screen. Lovely. Right. Quickly. Let us know. Have you been? Did you? Yes, you did enjoy last. Welcome to all our new joiners. Welcome to all our every weekend joiners. Welcome to our closet joiners. All of you who behind the privacy glass, as DJ Val says, welcome to all of you. What are you up to this morning? Cooking, cleaning? What is it? What are you doing? Tell me. I like living vicariously. You shopping? What are you doing? Tell me. Answers in the postcard. Right, let's go to your side of the show. Let's kick off with that. Your reviews. So you have two shows. We have the reviews from the AI opening show, the part 1. And then we had the guest show from last week, Miss Desola. So let's start with the reviews from the AI show.
Okay. We'll start with those.
Let's kick it off with Miss Beckett. You say, drum roll, to start it off, please. Applause, something.
We do the applause at the end, don't we?
Okay, drum roll to start it off with anyway. They need something to do.
Okay, I'm looking for a drum roll.
Okay, whilst he's looking for the drum roll, I will start. Miss Beckett says, I really enjoyed the deep dive into AI and ethics today. You gave real life examples that made the whole subject relatable. Great job as always. I like that word relatable because most things in life are relative. If it's got no relevance to you, if it's not relative to you, you're not going to be interested. So, or it will make no sense to you, or it will just be a non-starter for you. And so we try, however difficult the subjects are, to make them relatable. So I'm glad that came across. Moving on to my girl Ifoma. Thank you so much, Beckett, for that. Thank you. My girl Ifoma says the discussion around AI and its future impact was so needed. Thank you for keeping it thoughtful, honest, and easy to follow. Looking forward to more on this. Yes, today is the more on it. Remember what we said? Today is the more. That more has come now. Thank you so much, Ifoma. Thank you for always being attentive. Thank you for your live comments, and to Becca as well. You ladies, you just keep the live chat burning fire, and I love that.
And the guys too.
I'm so sorry. No. I'm not discriminating, please. There's a group of fire ladies and a group of firemen. together. Like, I can't remember who said it. This is like a Saturday family. Both groups form the What's on Your Mind family. All new joiners, you're welcome. You're in very good company. Moving on, Benita. Today's AI conversation was fire. I liked how you explored both the opportunities and the risks. Very balanced, and it made me think differently. Good. Great. Because what you don't know, you don't know. And sometimes what you do know, you need to expand a bit more.
You were going to say what you do know, you do know.
No. What you do know, you need to expand a bit more. Now, I'm not, again, I'm very, very conservative in my ways and sometimes even in my outlook to life. But when it comes to anything that gives me efficiency, anything that adds on productivity, increases my output, I'm all for it. So most people will think, she won't be the one who will be going on with this. But again, you have to come into these things open-minded in the workspace today, in your charities, in your day-to-day life. Like we said, we can see how this is already impacting our day-to-day lives. So it doesn't make sense staying aloof or standoffish or almost even ignorant about it.
True.
So it's important that we as a community, as leading people in our different practices, should be having these conversations. It's in having the conversations that problems are dealt with and that parameters are put in place, etc., etc. Moving on to Mr. Femi. Today's show on air was an eye-opener. Wow. I wouldn't have thought it would have been so for you because you're the tech person. But however, that's a compliment. I appreciate how you mix faith and tech issues together. No one does it like Olive and DJ Val. Oh, I am flattered. Thank you.
I also am flattered, actually. 'Cause,
we are flattered because you're the tech person. I am a bit of a
tech, I'm not a technophobe. I'm not a Luddite. I love technology. I think it is for, it works so well. Even when it works badly, it still works well. So I'm a huge techie.
Yeah. I always say this, every system is as good as its users. So if the users are great, then the systems will definitely be great. Moving on. Miss Allison.
Oh, yes, Miss Allison.
Loved today's show. The way you broke down AI made a complicated topic feel so easy to understand. Thank you both for always keeping it real. That's our name, The Real Deal. Olive.
That's your name.
We keep it real.
I'm just the official DJ Val if you're looking for me on Instagram. She's the real deal. Olive, you should follow her on Instagram, actually. You'll enjoy your experience, yeah.
I know I haven't been active on Instagram, but I have to. I will. I've got a few plans and I will let you know. Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I know because Moving on. Thank you. Let me know. I like to say what I'm ready to commit to. So I will say when I'm committed.
I see.
Thank you all so much. That was your comments from the AI show.
Yeah, we still got more
now
to do.
let's look at your comments from Desola show. How about that? Thank you. All my paperwork is falling all over the place. Apologies.
Don't worry. I've got all your. No, I can do the show now.
If you can read it.
Yeah, it's typed. All right. If it was my handwriting, that's a different story. It's typed. Okay, so I'm good with this.
Okay, Miss Desola, the songstress, her voice is something else. And some people who can sing don't necessarily have a nice speaking voice. But she actually has a nice speaking voice, so she's good. So please do check her out on the handles that she provided. So kicking that off is Bumi. Bumi said, Desola's, no, sorry, apologies. Kicking off is Mr. Femi. One of the best interviews I've seen. I admire how DJ Val makes every guest feel safe to share their story, technicals on point. Yes, Mr. Femi, during the show, on the live chat, you kept commenting on the new technicals, the camera angles, etc., etc. Yes, thank you for always noticing the new little additions and nuances, the light. I'm sure I know there's a new light thing going on somewhere amongst the awards. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I know you'll make a comment on that. It's always a pleasure to see those comments when you make them. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you. Well done to DJ Val for constantly always doing his best to improve what we do and how we do it.
Amen.
Moving on to Mr. Kunle Roberts, or Mr. Kunle and Atinuke Roberts. DJ Val and Desola were a brilliant combo. It felt like two friends having a deep, uplifting conversation. You could feel the respect and ease throughout the interview. And Mr. Femi touched on that as well, how he makes every guest feel safe. There's one thing I've noticed and this is why for us, we're very careful who we bring on as guests. We don't bring people we don't have relationships with. And sometimes those relationships are tried, tested, and proven. So we know that they've got something to offer to you because we value your time. We value the fact that you come on to benefit. So we want you to benefit from, be it a music interview like hers, or like Joshua Kessler, or doctor like Dr. Angela, or the psychotherapist Auntie Jojo, whoever it be, or even what's the space maker and space creator Auntie Ucheju, whoever it be, from even AI security,
internet and online security.
You know,
with Emmanuel,
we have relationships with these people, and so we are very, very careful. We just don't pull anybody from the streets and bring them onto you and hope it works.
Do you feel like having an interview on Soul Food Gospel?
No.
Is that what you want?
No, and hope for the best. We know that we these people are tried, tested and proven. Yes.
To be the right people for the show.
Yes. Maggie, we've got a financial guru who is going to come in soon as well. I'm saving him for when we go on season break. So we already are thinking of the guest lineup for the next season break. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, you've one came to mind. Don't tease them like that.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to keep them like, oh my God, what is it? Have you watched those shows? They don't reveal it. So and so killed them. All those your murder shows. They don't go, well, let's tell you who killed the person.
The horror show say it's a crime.
Yeah, it's a crime scene.
You don't say it.
You whet the appetite. You're thinking, I wonder what's he gonna. Who is it? And then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom. It's like, oh my God. Now, the only thing you just have to remind me not to forget. That's the only thing, because in our excitement, I just might forget, But anyway.
Anyway, when we do the planning, we'll fit it all in. Now, Maggie, my girl, said, I learned so much from Disla today. From faith to purpose. Her words were full of wisdom. This was real talk with her. That's the thing. Another thing about Desola. She's real.
Yeah.
She's as real as they come. And she's so grounded on the word.
Yeah.
And she's one of those, she wants you to know where she's coming. She's not ashamed of her past, because she wants you to be able to see that God has been good to her, a real advert for the goodness and mercies of God. Yeah, Bumi.
Just reminded me of that song. And I will sing.
There's some people that are walking posters of the goodness of God. They don't hide it. They don't act all brand new like I showed up this way. No, but she's one of those kind of people. Bumi says Desola's interview was so moving. She spoke with such depth and honesty. DJ Val has a way of creating a calm and open space where guests can truly be themselves. Wow. Another compliment to DJ Val's interviewing skills. There's something you guys said one time that the guests were like, why don't DJ Val interview Olive? And I was thinking about it, Maybe one day we'll see.
Do I make you feel calm? Do I make you feel at ease, my love?
Oh my God, we'll test it. We'll put it to the test. It would be so awkward. But I guess, again...
Why would it be awkward?
I will go into guest mode.
No, you wouldn't. You'll be all right. Don't see, you're with me, you'll be relaxed. That's what everybody says.
Okay, chill mode. Beckett Desola brought truth, vulnerability, and encouragement. I loved it. So did we all, Beckett. She shows she doesn't hide her vulnerability, and I think that's what makes her a special singer, because she sings with that open vulnerability. And
her show at Dugdale Centre was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. In Enfield.
Like I said I put in the during the show in the live chat, I said the songs don't even the YouTube, the recordings don't do justice to her voice. I'm not sure what it is. To hear her sing live is just it was something else.
I gotta agree with you.
Honestly,
something else.
This was how I was. I just go, wow, that was all and she has this stage presence. She doesn't dance like a black woman. She danced like if you didn't know she was black, you would think she's like a rock star. She has this rock star dance moves she does, so you forget it's a black woman that's on stage. She breaks out into this rock star dance moves. They kind of dance outside of the beat, but yet she's in the beat, if that makes sense. Anyway, she's a lovely presenter, lovely singer. The show was lovely, and her story is relevant for our time. There's no need acting all brand new like the Lord hasn't been good to you.
Would you like your notes?
Yeah, I want my notes back. Thank you so much.
You didn't do your greeting.
Can we have our applause?
Okay, you can have applause
Yes. Thank you. Applause. Yes, your segment was slightly longer today because you had two shows. We had two shows to cover. Yes, my greeting, my special greeting for today. My special greeting is a weird one. I said to my colleague who comes from Montserrat, because I say to everybody, why do you say good morning or hello where you come from? She goes, we don't really have one in our dialect. We just say morning. I said, really? You just say good morning in English? She goes, no, we say it in like in a pidgin English. I said, so tell me how do you say it? She goes, we just say morning.
If you're from Montserrat, please don't.
If you're from Montserrat, morning. How are you all? But I laughed because that's the pidgin for most of. Some people go morning. Some say morning. Some say morning.
It's a Caribbean thing. Morning.
Yes. But also outside of the Caribbean, other people do that too. Let's go morning. Anyway, that was funny. That yes, and I put that into her. Shout out to you, Nasika. Right. National news. During the week, we had VE Day 80 commemorations. Oh, yes. Yeah. There was 2 minutes silence.
2 minutes of silence.
Did you observe it?
I did actually. I reminded them at work that we had it because they had forgotten. So someone said, oh, thank you for reminding me. So I did have 2 minutes of silence.
Okay, so
I think it was even longer actually.
2 minutes feels long. It's not as quick as 1 minute.
No, I checked when I started because I had to move away from the computer. So
okay, and I asked myself, why do we keep remembering these
VE Day and stuff like that?
Yes, why? Can you help us with that, DJ Val? Why do we
so
keep
that we don't remember the sacrifice that people made during those particular times of the war?
We remember. So we remember.
Yeah. So we can remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that comes to mind?
That's what.
Okay. In addition to remembering the sacrifices that did, I think it's important to remember these things so that generations to come don't forget the story, because it's in remembering it that the stories are retold. It's in remembering it that the accounts are retold from whatever perspective, from the Canadians, from the British, from the Africans, from the Americans, from the Europeans. It's in the remembrance that the stories are retold from generation to generation. And it's in the remembering that sometimes the lessons that are learned, we are determined not to repeat them. I remember before the Gulf War, General Colin Powell, he was very popular then.
Yeah.
And he kept...
He's passed now.
Yes. We actually acknowledged his death on one of our shows, because I've always liked his leadership style. And he said that we remember the mistakes that were made in previous wars. And that's why, as defense people, we continue to improve the arsenal, the defense arsenal available to us as a nation. Because we look back, we see the deficiencies, we see where we went wrong, and we try to improve on even our tacticals as well. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So they continue, as part of their training as military people, they keep looking over previous wars.
I never thought of it that way round.
Yeah,
I mean, we always remember the loss, right, and the sacrifice that people make, but not...
From his standpoint, yes, it does make sense. And he's saying that it was in a remembrance as well, that he made that speech, and he said, for us as tactical people, these remembrances always cause us to always go back. He said every year we have to go back and study some of these wars, and we always pick up something new, something we learn from them, something that it's that learning experience still. Because remember,
interesting.
Yes, even America and Europe, America and England were technically advanced, but the Germans were more advanced. Yes. So anyway, so I just thought, there's many facets to why we keep remembering, and I'm glad that is one of those things, that Holocaust Memorial that happened as well this year, and again to prevent some of the atrocities as well that took place during some of this, the Rwanda genocide as well. That's the thing in Africa where governments would still make reference to that, and to say that, so that this would never happen again in our lifetime. Yep. So moving on to international news.
They all rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And if your family is one way or the other connected to VE, we salute you, we greet you, and we hope that, yes, you join. Many people, many this weekend, people having street parties,
the
different
buntings
things.
out, everything, man.
Yeah, so
those are neighbors down there. They always have a flag and bunting and stuff like that. So
we not on our side do we have a street party, but I know some other areas that have street parties planned. International news. There is only one international news, just one. What is it?
We have a new pope.
Aha! Dun, dun, dun.
Not just if you guys thought I didn't know the answer, right? You see, that's how you create the suspense. Oh my God, DJ Val doesn't know what the answer is.
We have a new pope. So the pope was ill, and passed away. He was buried under pomp and pageantry.
They do it very quickly, though.
60-something thousand people attended his funeral in the course of how many days? Oh my goodness.
For the laying in state, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyhow, and immediately after that funeral, something called conclave begins. Have you ever heard of it? The word conclave. What does that mean, DJ Val? What does conclave mean?
Excuse me. It's when the cardinals now get secluded and segregated, and they have to come out with choose a new pope, a new leader of the Roman Catholic Church. And they're not allowed to have any contact with the outside world at all until they come up with a new pope.
So it's when you sequester jurors.
Very much so.
To come up with a verdict.
Very much so.
So, but in this case, the verdict is the leader of the church, the Roman Catholic Church. Now, that process.
So that's where the Pope.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've just described. So, what have you heard of it? It was my question. Have you heard of the process? The word conclave. Do you know of the process?
You watched the movie.
You know, now there is a movie. We actually watched this movie before the Pope passed away.
Yep, we did.
I will recommend that you watch this movie. If you watch this movie, it is so eerily true to the accounts we've just recently had.
Yep.
So in true life, we're told that the first runner or the popular runner was an African
Cardinal Adeyemi. I'm going to spoil it for the movie.
No, don't spoil it. It was a black cardinal. And now he was dropped, and the person that's been elected is Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, and he will be known as Pope Leo the 14th. And he's going to be the first American Pope. I'm not going to give this movie away. If you watch this movie, you would think life imitated art. We're told most times that's what happens anyway. I'll leave it at that. Moving on. Let's move on with the show. At this rate, I don't know if we're going to cover AI. Time is fast going.
Time is...
I thought I could slip in vegetable of the week, given that we didn't have that last week because we had a guest. So vegetable of the week is something called samphire. Do you have a picture?
I'll have a look and see what I can find.
Samphire is a coastal plant, also known as sea asparagus. Offers several health benefits. I was amazed. Now, I have never had this. Never. Seldom is there a vegetable that I bring before you that I've never tried. This is a first. I've never tried this, but I have been looking for yes, I've been looking for everything this vegetable possesses. I keep looking for, and that's how I came across it. And I found out that we can find it. It's not too remote from us. It is loaded with nutritional benefits, vitamin A, B, and C. So definitely it means it will strengthen our immune system, as well as minerals like magnesium. Wow. That will help you with repair, potassium, calcium, and iron. Oh my Gideon. Good for pregnant women. Good for women in that time of their monthly cycle. Samphire contains loads of fiber. This then helps it aid your digestion and your constipation, and it reduces gut inflammation. Of course, with all of this, it will have loads of antioxidants which help protect against cellular damage. What is cellular damage? Those parts of your cells that begin to degenerate as you get older, be it your eyes, your skin, just protects you against that damage and keeps everything still fresh. You know, sometimes you do the studies and it's go your real age and your, it's cellular damage that they look for, and they're able to predict and say that your biological age is a few years more than your real age. That's what we mean by cellular damage. Now, even some studies have shown that it has retinol-like effects, and this then means it contributes to skin regeneration. All in one vegetable?
Never heard of it before.
Honestly, I've never. But I found it. I saw it online in Sainsbury's, so we can buy it. Skin generation and renewal. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Can you serve it with meat?
Of course. It's like asparagus, so it goes very well with a steak. Apparently, in what's his name's restaurant, I'll tell you the restaurants that have it. That's what they serve it alongside steak and fish. Rarely do you have the same vegetables that go with different meats. This is one. Well, it's also low in calories, so that's why they pair it up with steak, making it a healthy addition to any balanced diet. It's all
steak.
Yeah, because it also has anti-inflammatory properties. It protects the heart and the arteries, and although it is high in sodium as a plant, it doesn't cause hypertension. So it doesn't work the way sodium salt works. But when you
Does it taste salty?
It doesn't taste salty. That's what they say. Yes, it's just high in sodium. But to the contrary, it helps vascular dysfunction. So it deals with your blood and all of that. Now, it's also a good source of calcium. Still loading. So it will help our bones. It will help, if it's good in calcium, it will help your teeth, etc. Now, it is not widely used in the Western world. So it's not widely known in the herbal family. So most alternative therapy people may not necessarily go to it because it's not really available. But it has been traditionally used in many other remote Asian countries to be a diuretic for digestive issues, like we said, and even kidney stones and urinary tract infection, all in one vegetable. It's almost like a moringa. It's almost like moringa. Now, the restaurant that serves it is the Wolseley restaurant. It's a staple on their menu. Yes. I think they're owned by a set. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But we can get it from Sainsbury and Urban Herbs. So I checked Sainsbury online. It is there.
Is it expensive?
No. So I am definitely.
Interesting.
Yes. It's already
with steak, you say?
Already on my shopping list.
How about with 5-bird roast? Do you think it would go well with that? Because that's like chicken.
Well, anything that is like asparagus will go with meat. That's just it. Period. Yeah, anything that's like it. But for me, it will be interesting to taste this little thing that looks like weed. You know, when I mean weed, not the other weed, not that one. It looks like seaweed. But it does look like little asparagus. It doesn't have as much shoots and pointy tips as asparagus, but it's known. Very, very, very quickly. I know time is fast spent. Time
has really gone.
Oh yes, that's what happens when you have fun. We're catching up. I am just going to very, very quickly just do generative AI versus predictive AI. How about that? Like a quick summary?
Okay.
Is that okay?
We'll take a pause and we shall be
Back.
right back after
Don't
this
go anywhere.
important message.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.
We're back. Thank
back.
you. So really quickly, time is gone. We're having so much fun. So we're just going to recap quickly. The generative AI is quite heavy on my mouth now that I'm trying to rush through it. And predictive AI. So I'll call generative AI Gen AI and predictive AI pre-AI. How about that? Okay, good. So Gen AI, customer service, those who want to create content, want to multiple varied use and want to step up the use of the technology in bite sizes, that will be their starting point. Gen AI applications and all of that. Now the kind of industries that will use Gen AI, we said customer service, gaming, all the various gaming models and companies. Healthcare would generate data, training, research, all of that. It will be even some pharmacies use AI in sorting and counting the medications.
Easter Pharmacy's got a robot that does.
Oh, that's even robotics. That's a totally different thing from Gen AI and pre-AI. So that's robotics on its own. That's more smart AI, beyond theoretical AI. And you have the factories, the pharmaceutical factories will use AI to sort default medicines and stuff like that and pick them out. It's not human beings that are doing that anymore. Marketing and advertising the Gen AI will be used to create visuals, campaigns, etc. Target specific audiences because they've used predictive AI to pull the data to use on Gen AI. Software development, code generation tools, writing codes, debugging, testing phases, preventing cyber attacks, etc., etc. Predictive AI mainly used in finance, retail, e-commerce, manufacturing, as we said earlier, and the few examples are, so remember, it's versus. This is what Gen AI can do. This is what pre can do. Financial forecasting, we said the last time we talked about it.
Yep.
Institutions will use it. Yep. The predictive AI to forecast marketing trends, stock prices, economic factors, fraud, even detection. Banks employ predictive AI to spot suspicious or fraudulent transactions. You use AI when you do all your 3-factor authentications. It's all protected by pre-AI, and also they will use the data to do data control, inventory, stock taking, etc. Personalized recommendations. Predictive AI can help analyze patterns in your customer, like we said, from using the patterns. Analyzing the patterns from your customers, Gen AI will help you with the ad campaign. But so in some cases, they work alongside, or companies will use both for different things. But generally, this is the plot, these are the strengths that each one come with. Predictive AI will aid optimization, logistics. Oh my goodness. Every big logistic operational company, production plants, resource allocation, workload rescheduling, they would use some sort of pre-AI. Note, most generative AI, one of the snags is it lacks explainability because it doesn't have that ability to understand the decision-making process behind the results. So predictive AI has that advantage over Gen AI because it estimates, it explains, it's grounded in numbers and data and statistics, and by interpreting these estimates, it still doesn't mean that they have the final say. Human beings still, this is the hope I bring to you. That's it. That's the hope I bring to you today. Human beings still have to make the final judgment. Be it generative AI, be it predictive AI, there is still a human being who needs to interpret all this data and make sense of it. So it's important that the human beings understand what they're expecting from the AI. For example, when we did project management, when I run a report, because I'm working day in and day out on that report, I can see the anomalies. Then I'm not relying on AI to work out the anomalies for me. I already know the anomalies. So at the end of the day, be that AI is generating or predicting for you, be it if it's the robotics, which is what the robotics falls within the narrow AI. We'll touch on that next week. But we'll finish on this. Like I said, the hope I bring to you is that a human being still has to make that interpretation, still has to make that judgment, still has to make that editing. So when you ask ChatGPT to do a letter for you, don't just rely on it. Do the editing, read through it. Does this sound like me? Does this sound like my company? Does this sound like what my company wants to portray and present? A human being still needs to make that final call and judgment, that decision making, that ability to say, does this sound right? Is this right? A system, your AI, believe it or not, is probably, like the old systems, still as good as its users. We're going to stop on that note and do the shout outs. Thank you so much for putting up with us today. We know it just seemed a lot to get through.
Putting up is a good word to use.
Thank you for having us in your living room. Thank you for having us in your home. Thank you for being with us. And like I said, we'll wrap up the subject of AI next week. We'll touch on robotics and we'll touch on ethics and safeguards around it.
Yeah, we'll make sure we have enough time to really delve into it. And of course, if you've got any questions about anything that you've heard today, do remember to reach out.
Yeah. Put it all in the chat. Yeah, put that. And if there's something, what about, what if, and just put it there. And we'll try and
we'll do our best to make
we'll do our best, and where we can, we will do the research, as I always do.
I'm looking up on the wall of birthdays.
It is
Auntie Stella's birthday.
Oh yes. May birthdays. Yes,
Auntie Stella.
Happy birthday, Auntie. Yeah, she's back, so she'll be listening. And then it's our very own. It was our very own Mabel's
birthday.
Yes, at the start of the month.
That was about a week or so ago. It was Mabel's birthday.
Yes, right? And it's Mommy Enwuchola Jr.
Oh,
our youngest listener, Jade. He really is our youngest listener. He's the baby. He and his dad listen. And his dad listen, and they even send offerings to us. Would you believe it? Honestly, they do. I'm revealing
offering. Are we collecting offering?
Honestly, they're such big supporters of the show. So it's his grandma, young Jade's grandmom, his dad's mom, of course. Wife to Bishop Ben Enwuchola. It was her birthday as well. Shout out, Mommy. She's in town, actually. I've spoken to her. Yes.
Good.
So, yes.
Other birthdays?
That is all I have.
I have two twins, actually.
Add it on?
Tobias and Ethan. I nearly forgot his name. It's Day Peace kids. The boys.
The boys.
Yeah, the boys.
But it was Dave P's. Was that?
Yeah, it was Dave P's.
That was a May birthday.
No, Dave was in April.
Oh, his was in the end of April.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's his son's May. Oh, hello, boys. We didn't get to say goodbye to them. They vanished after the dinner.
They finished eating, they were off.
Ran off.
We finished with you old folks, man. We're
Honestly,
gone.
they were the only young people in the
I
house.
know.
No, there was another young girl who was there as well. But
Heather's daughter.
she
Heather
was
Brothers.
more, girls are different. Anyhow, remember to catch us.
I've got one more piece of
One
good
more?
news.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Oh, your good news. Go ahead.
Good news, which is good news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let me get my finger on the button.
Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah, that one, right? This is huge, right? So we have been so blessed at Soul Food Gospel, not just the YouTube, it's a radio station that has a TV camera. That's the only way I can put it. So you watch on YouTube, some people listen on the radio station. But we're so fortunate that the Stellar Awards are celebrating their 40th anniversary this year, and Soul Food Gospel has been nominated. Okay, we've been nominated in the category of Best Internet Radio Station. So that is
give you some applause.
Should we give myself? Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to give updates on the praise factor.
And hold on, I've got to give them the other bits as well. First of all, we get to that. So I'm going to put the link on the screen. So the voting is still open. So depending on what time you're listening,
right?
For Stella, the voting is open. I think it's that one. Let's get that up. Yep. So if you are listening on Soul Food Gospel Radio, it's www.bit. Which is bit.ly. Everybody knows what a bit.ly link is, and it's /Stella 2025 round 1. You can find it all over social media. We've been promoting, pushing, and letting people know we need your support on this one to hopefully bring that back home, a Stellar Award. Who would have thought it? There isn't much. It's like the Grammys for us, I think, Stellar Award.
It's the Dove, the Stella.
Dove doesn't celebrate radio, though.
Oh, no, they don't. That's true. They don't, yeah.
I mean, Grammys don't, in all fairness, as well. But, Stella does. So, but yeah, that's how big this is. So, just want to thank everybody who watches the show, shares the show, and do all of that. And then the other thing was the Praise Factor Awards. You guys went out and you voted. And I've got to say thank you, because we know it was not easy.
It wasn't user-friendly at all. Is this Stella one user-friendly?
Oh, you haven't voted yet, my love? Oh.
You told me something about... Because I was discouraged by the Praise Factor one, honestly.
No, this one's easy. You just click and you just click and you vote.
Okay.
The difference is that those ones, they make you vote in every category. And that can be sometimes quite challenging when you have to vote in every single, and there's 25 categories. It's their model. It works for them. Praise the Lord. This, you only need to go to category 4 and look for Soul Food Gospel Radio, which is there. So it's much smaller. They separate the ballots. So there's other ballots there as well for the songs, best album, best artist. So that's a separate ballot. So it makes it easier. But with the Praise Factor Awards, I just got to thank everybody who went out of their way to sit down there and do it. And I know many of you did. I know, because we got through to the next round. So the next round, unfortunately or fortunately, you guys don't have to vote. It's over to the music, the
panelists.
Yeah, it's called TEMA. So it's I think the Music Industry of America is what the acronym is. It's over to them for them to be able to vote to see whether or not we would actually win any of the categories as well. So congratulations, well done.
Congratulations.
You made it through, and as I said, for everybody that persevered,
because so many people weren't able to vote.
Lots of people did vote. We go out and people from all around the world. I know some of you did that as well. I think last time, was it not Alison that did like a watch party with her kids, and you made the kids vote for the last, was it Praise Factor Awards as well?
It was that was GX
Awards. But you got some spare time. I don't think anybody voted more than once, to be honest. But if you did, thank you so much indeed. We know that you did, and we're so happy to be through. So watch this space. Lots of good news. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Upwards and onwards.
Yeah. Glory be to the one and only. Right. We're wrapping this up.
So your call to action, folks, is remember to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, like, share, comment, do all of that great stuff. Let people know about soulfoodgospel.com. Go over there. It is the home of great Christian entertainment, and we would love to have you connecting with us. That's really important for us over here. No.
And remember, go to YouTube and put your post, your comments. That's how you get your part of the review segment. That's your show, and I love going through it with you. Okay, I absolutely love reading that. That's all right. Have a good one, and may the good Lord keep you. May he shine his countenance upon. The weather has been brilliant. Enjoy it. Honestly, it has been brilliant. So I say, oh, it's a bit windy. Oh, it's bright. As long as it's dry and bright,
it's going to get a bit hotter today, I think, as well.
It's
so
picking up well into next week. It stays hot. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Father, we thank you for the sunshine. We thank you because you're the God of all seasons. May he bless you and protect all that concerns you. Remember, do not render evil for evil, but be the change that you want to see.
Want to be?
We love you. Want to see the change that you want to see.
And want to be.
And want to be. Be that.
Be that change. Be the change.
Okay.
Adios.
God bless.
Take care. See ya.
Bye.
What's on your mind? What's
Shalom.
What's on your mind? That's not how the song goes.
Exactly. Let's sing the real song.
What's it with Olive involved? There's never a doubt. That's how the song goes.
Let's learn it and sing the real song. Let's sing our song.
You can
not sing. Making up.
I didn't make it up. That's how the song goes.
But you're still singing it wrongly.
Yeah. I'm singing the wrong one.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.